Howdy y'all, my name is ChucklesTC and welcome back to my NASCAR 2025 Cup Series race along, where today we're at Atlanta for the Quick Trip Folds of Honor 500. And for this career mode, I decided now we are not doing practice or qualifying at any track. We are going to be starting last as we can. And here we go, we're going to be starting P38 in today's race. At Atlanta Motor Speedway, I have the draft cranked up all the way. William Byron is your pole winner, the real-life Daytona 500 winner. Kyle Larson starting in the back, failed pre-race inspection. And Martin Truex Jr. failed optical scanning station. We're off here for the race now. Wearing repping a different variation of the Coors Light colors. Oh, as we get really high here. And we leave it open for Larson 3 wide back here. And this is really bumpy. Like, that's crazy. I do have the draft cranked up to the max capability. And this is our first real test around these cars. We get into Timmy... is that Timmy Hill? It is Timmy Hill. And Brandon Gaudin. It is a lot harder to pass here at this track. I'm going to take it 3 wide around the outside. Back to the leader. 9 seconds up to the leader. This track is so bumpy. Let me know what tire wear I should do next week for Road America, which is our sub for Coda. Okay, we push the 77 out of our way. Now following Chastain up track, we hit the wall. Now up into... we're going to be up in the top 25 here in a second. So we look down on Logano. Oh! Cole Custer in Logano. Wow, who would have thought those two would be near each other? Actually, that might not have been the same wreck. I think, yeah, Custer was with Hamlin. But Rickey's also back there with Logano now. So I'm up into the top 25. I lost a lot of momentum there when I smacked the wall. We have some pretty significant right side damage. So you can definitely feel I can definitely feel the tire wear on that right front. Now, are we going to have a failure before? So we are about half a... Well, speak of the devil. Chris Buescher leading this race. And I'm not sure if that was a huge pileup, or if it is a strategy move, but they cannot make it on fuel. So we're obviously not going to pit. Someone up front also decided to pit. So maybe it is strategy. Oh! As they check up in front of us and we receive some pretty significant front side damage here. So we're getting split by Logano and Chastain. Being left in the middle lane to fend for ourselves, and this lane's going to check up on us. We're going to push down behind Haley and spin the 47 car. Okay, here, really disappointed myself about what I just did to Recce. I'm here on the restart. We're in a better position for when they do check up, and they do. And why, I don't know, but we are up into the top half of the field here. Oh, and Kyle Busch with major damage. So, our first time into this top half of the field. And we just lose it up into the wall while trying to go through wide around Reddick and Bell. But we have a lot of speed. Dylan also had damage. So it was a wreck in the front half of the field, and a car is parked. Newman, we wrecked him last week for the Kyle Busch Daytona 500 win. So he goes on the inside of us. Guess that's Bad Brad now. So you can really sub all these drivers for who's currently in the car. Cole Custer is about to bring out the caution. And that's on me as well. We have cars making pit stops. William Byron is out of the race. But I would love fresh tires. Either halfway or whenever these guys all decide to make their stop. So Chase Elliott sends it around the outside of us. Push it down on Cindric here. The rookie having pretty good runs his first two races. I'm just going to hold it here behind Truex. It's going to cut down behind Spinhouse. Oh, and I almost get spun myself. 80 laps remain here at Atlanta. Hectic racing. All to be the one who was just 1 week too late to win the Daytona 500. Draft does get you from time to time, as we have a lot of right side damage, so when we do make our pit stops, we're going to lose a ton of time. Oh, and I dipped below the yellow line. I was lucky to not send myself spinning there. And there I do it. Wait for the field to pass. And that was a quick way to go from almost top 10 to dead last. Not dead last, as William Byron is dead and in the last. But yeah, a lot of cars pitting now. Some split strategy. And most of the field electing to pit this time by. So we will too. We are already knowing that we're going to be... Oh, we gained 3 positions. Kyle Busch, Cole Custer, Austin Dillon, they all had a fixed damage done to their cars. Ready to start here. Or restart, should say. Joey Gase down on our inside. We have a fresh car, fresh tires. Field for 56 laps, racing for 71. So everyone is going to have to make one more stop before the end of the race. Or before the end of the stage, should say. And honestly, that makes sense. We split the stage up into 2 different pit stops, one on tires, and the other one will probably go in when our tires get bad too. The 42 now leading the race. As I hug that yellow line, you can see when you have tires, it's so much easier to do what needs to be done. And fighting up positions here when you're this far back is rough. We almost turned Dylan there. These cars really are kind of buns off of the super speedways. Dude, what are you doing, Matt? As I spin it again, absolutely cooking my tires. And now we have a lot of speed. We are catching up to this lead pack all on our own. Like Bill Elliott at that one Daytona race. 4 miles an hour faster than the rest of the pack. Even with the draft. I'm coming here, and the 4 is pulled away from the rest of the pack too. Oh, and there's a big spin there. Brad Keselowski blows a tire, I believe. That was a really weird one to see. Okay, here coming to the restart. Brad Keselowski in last of the running cars after making a pit stop. And I did just go review the clip of it. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. He just sort of lost it in the corner. Keselowski obviously now has the advantage of the field, but with where he is, he has to pass all these cars again. And there is something I love about racing this track, racing full distance. Atlanta, I love that the super speedway, but I also love this version of it. And Atlanta's been through so many different versions of it. Okay, I'm going to end up dumping someone here. Be able to send it on the inside of the 15 here to just claim the position. Caution now, as these are not for me to my knowledge. I'll obviously review that one. Brandon Gaughan, Kurt Busch, and Eric Almirola all pit. I'm up. Good 5 positions from them. I don't know what happened. I'm sure you guys have noticed throughout this video there aren't as interesting of graphics and stuff on screen. That is for the sole reason of it took me about 6 hours to edit the Daytona 500. And I think it would have been fine without the caution thing, without all that baloney. I'm still going to have the, as you see, have the caution counter up right below the P29 sign. And I still have on the red border, which is every single video I edit, I do the red border. And I'm going to start doing it for probably all my videos other than the Retro Bowl videos, and even those, the time is coming for them too, probably. With 58 laps remaining in stage 1, we turn Chastain with our rear end. He goes around, ooh, and 2 major flips in the back of the pack. Now some expert driving, backwards driving, basically there. Wow. And yeah, all the cars that get caught up in that are going to pit. Oh, no, maybe not. Ross Chastain, and I think it was Matt DiBenedetto who he collected, will not make pit stops. Green. Green, 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 green. Racing here again at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The Daytona 5 winning driver Kyle Busch is now in front of me in P17, and he is already locked at the playoffs, barring an exceptional, a huge amount of winners. Oh God, please no. Oh dang it. Oh, and I wrecked myself too. We leave the inside lane open for Priest, the other Rocket Man, the new Rocket Man, who I believe is yet to get airborne this season. Or in this career mode. This might be before he even gets airborne, ever. Now, correct me if I'm wrong on that. So we're going to look, give him a tap there, and there's no way he loses it. Okay. I think I might have it to where the AI drivers lose it too easily on these asphalt tracks. Because, I mean, he almost lost it there. But also, I lose it too easily here. Like, just flat out pass it. The yellow is out here at Atlanta. Another time because the AI. And who's pitting this time? Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ross Chastain, okay. BJ McLeod, Cody Ware are all pitting. And they can make it on fuel, I believe. Now, I'm probably wrong on that. But if the numbers I have in my head are correct, they can make it on fuel. And we're about to find out if those numbers are true. All drivers can make it on fuel now. So, I wouldn't be surprised if once we get below lap 40... lap 35, if all of these front-running cars decide to peel in. So we have 39 laps left in fuel. We cannot make it to the end. We don't want to give those back runners too big of an advantage. Here now, 4 wide there. Ooh. Getting pushes from the 14 car. Who's... Okay, now trying to pass and get our way up into the top 10 for, I think, the first time today. 2 cars now parked. I just now noticed. Who that other car is, I don't know. And I'm okay with not finding out for a little while longer. As I hope that we get to make green flag pit stops for the first time this season. At least going to get the first 3 tracks out of the way. We shoot it inside here on McDowell. He washes back up track, and I hold it tight. Bubba in P10, he's the next car to pass, but we slide up into the 8 of Reddick. Lucky neither of us lost it there, but oh. Popping a wheelie there was 34 car. We're going to wash up track here, hit the wall again, and he's going to go by us along with the 2 of Brad Keselowski. teens. Ooh, and we keep it out of McDowell there. Oh, we sent ourselves into the wall. And we're going to wreck here. Ooh. Yeah. Very, very heavy contact. And we are going to get sent to the rear of the field here. So we take a look at everything. Timmy Hill and Brendan Gaughan pitting. There's a big group of cars that have already pitted once or twice that aren't, and then there's Brad Keselowski will stay out. That is it. We're going to go down to P32 now. I forgot to check who was that other car out. Darn it. You might be able to tell if you look down pit lane if you guys really focus. There's Matt Benedetto in front of us now. Switching lanes up in front of us. They're going to check up here. We go down. Oh, they didn't check up, and we lost a lot of ground by pulling that move to get down low on Logano. 31 laps remain in the opening stage here. Oh, that bottom lane checks up huge, and we go and get major front-end contact against Priest. And now Suarez in the 99 Trackhouse car will take position from us. We go 4 wide here in the corner, and we end up on top now, side by side with Cindric in the 41 car of Custer, taking it 3 wide. And we're 3 wide through the pack here, so I give McDowell a shove and drop back. We're 2 wide back here, but 3 wide up near the front of the field. This is looking like a super speedway race. Brad Keselowski up in front of the pack now. Oh, and we're going to get turned. Ooh, major front-end contact here with Chase Briscoe. And we're going to have to stay out until the end of the stage. We cannot afford a pit stop. Brad Keselowski pits from the lead here. And we're just going to be like a brick pushing against. I mean, yeah, it's our front end that's destroyed, but it doesn't even look that bad. Now, we're going to go low on Briscoe here. It's partially our fault, but we got caught in a weird, like 4, maybe 5 wide position there. 4 wide up in front of us. So they're switching lanes, and we're going to have maybe our worst finish in a stage this season, because we're not going to be able to get back up into the top 10 before the end of this stage. We have not been in the top 10 once today. So I think this is a good level for the AI. Oh, and we door Logano there and then turn Brendan Gaughan. Joey Gase is the other car out, by the way. Okay, as I just keep wrecking cars. This is an insane amount of cautions. I don't think we're going to reach the number 24 caution marker, but we just might. More laps around here does, I don't know, I think does mean more chances for cautions. Same mileage, but more turns. So I do check up here a bit. And honestly, if we can finish top 30 in this car with the damage, that's going to be pretty impressive. But yeah, we just don't have the pace against decent cars. Pushing Cindric here. He'll gain the position over the 77. We are Ford, so we're more inclined to help the Ford cars. Pushing the pack 3 wide in front of us. We're going to go with the low side, but we're going to end up drifting up high. And this is intermediate super speedway racing, but the 23 is just pulled way out in front. They were 4 wide for a moment. Now we're going to push Reddick. Brad's sticking with us, but we're going to take it 4 wide now, and we're going to wash up track. 5 wide! Whoa! Pushing Chastain. He gets a bit sideways there. 4 wide again. And we save it, and they turn in front of the field. James Davidson and Ross Chastain pitting. We'll pit with them. That whole pack that did not pit beforehand pits now. And we're nearing in on the end of the stage here. With about 13 laps remaining. 13 laps remaining in stage 1. We are the last on track of the running cars. Joey Gase out by 34 laps, and William Byron in last. Retired from the race in the first stage. Matt DiBenedetto, the next car on track. Stenhouse follows us. 11 laps remain now in stage 1. We go low on DiBenedetto, and we wrecked passing him earlier today. That Wood Brothers car, and we will hold him off and gain the position. He tries to fight back, but he won't be able to. Brad and Joey Logano here, both Penske cars, running near their Wood Brothers alliance. A couple spots up ahead of him. Justin Haley, who was involved in that last caution, now side by side with him. Quite yet. 8 laps remain in the opening stage. We're going to take it 3 wide with Bowman and Bell. And we pass them both, but now Cole Custer in front. And we push past even him. And more. And Daniel Suarez in P15. Ryan Newman now, the Rocket Man, the original. P14. We're going to send it on the low side here. Attempt to pass Suarez before the front stretch. Won't be able to. Into a little tri-oval now. And Suarez leads us, or is in front of us, with 5 to go. Kyle Larson leads the race here on a drafting track, but this will not count as a super speedway win for him, sadly. So we're now up into P15. We take P14 from Ryan Newman now. And it's a 2.4 second gap to Bubba Wallace. So I does the faster exit. And forget catching Bubba. We're just going to try and finish 12th in the stage. So we're not going to be able to. It's coming now to the final lap of the stage. Kyle Larson's already on it and well ahead. So he's eyeing his first stage win of the season. We've taken the white flag for the stage. Holding off Tyler Reddick and Ryan Preece. Final set of turns. Bubba's going to try and pass Michael McDowell, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. As Kyle Larson comes through to win the first and opening stage. And there up ahead you can see Michael McDowell taking the green and white checkered flag. That is the end of stage 1. Now for the start of the stage. And it is green here. 102 laps in stage 2. And we're going to go on the high line here, leaving the inside open. As Priest takes it, we'll have to wait and see. Likely going to have to pit on tires here as we cut off. Bell, luckily, we did not get spun. We timed that about perfectly to get the push. Oh, and the Cheddar's car, we door, and he turns in front of the field. We didn't take any damage from that. And Tyler Reddick drops down to 25th place. Sorry about that, Tyler. Wasn't trying to. Okay, now here, coming to the restart zone. .98 laps remain in stage 2. Start of stage 2 a lot rougher than the start of stage 1, where we didn't have a caution for quite a while. Ooh, side door Suarez there. Oh, and he spins. Help from Bell. And Keselowski spins. Probably help from me as I was trying to look back. Not great there by us. Don't think we're going to get replays for the first couple of cautions in the first stage, because that was recorded at a different time than this stage. We get a lot better of a start there than Brad, as he had the contact after caution. On the low lane here, the 9 should catch up to us and give us a push. But he is mutilated early on in this stage, and he's going to turn us. Oh, we held on to it and he turned himself. I couldn't turn up, and we are going to start slow. We dropped down to P20 after that. I didn't see where the 9 dropped down to, but that was just... He shifted off our back and was trying to take it 3 wide with me and Brad. And then he just kept it into me, and I turned with him. Because if I turned up, I was going to wreck myself that way. And Austin Dillon leading the race now in that number 3 car. And we have yet to really run in the top 10 yet today. Seeming like a maybe high teens car. We'll have to wait and see what we can get out. 2 cars out of this race. Bowman just bumps and runs us on a super speedway. Interesting move. We're going to give him a tap there, and he's going to lose it. Ooh, he saves it. Oh, okay. Hold on to it, buddy. Dang it. Okay, I think I... Ooh. But we do have a chance here to make up quite a bit of ground. Of course, the one side you don't want to be roughed up on a drafting track like this is your right side. And that is our only side that is roughed up at this point of the race. So we're willing to take it 3 wide with Bowman and Bell. They're going to stack it up here. We're going to send it down low on Bell. And there you see Reddick with all that front end damage. When he's in the draft, he's fine, but I feel like if he pulls out, he's going to be like a brick pushing air, man. Denny Hamlin and P11 is the next car. We're going to drop down to cover up the 2 and get a bit of a push into 3 and 4 here. Oh, he's going to turn us. We save it, but we drop down to P21 with the pack catching up to us. We're going to drop to cover Matt DiBenedetto. I hope that he can give us a decent enough push. And now we're up back to the back of Cindric. And we're just faster than the cars that are running back here in the low 20s. So our longest green flag run of the stage is we are just not around any cars. Trying to make up ground on Ryan Newman, and we should be able to in this next lap and a half. We should be able to get up to him and pass him. 0.7 of a second is the gap. And we have to lift there in the middle of the corner. And he's going to get loose on the exit here, I think. He will not. But I'm not going to try and bump draft down the front straightaway. Just a quick reminder as we get up into the top 20 here. Next episode we are in Road America instead of Circuit of the Americas because it is not in this game. And going low on Bowman. And we turn him, but he saves it. He just checks up those other 2 cars behind him. And we have a yellow out. Do not know who it was for or why. There you see Ryan Newman not pitting. We're not pitting yet. Cody Ware, Corey LaJoy, Timmy Hill not pitting. A couple of those guys pit last time out. And they all... Oh, I forgot to pit. They all go to the front. But not Ryan Newman. Did he park it? He did. At least I believe. I mean, we're leading the race, but we are in an awful position. We're going to end up getting sent back to the back of the pack. But we at least get to lead a lap. And we'll see what our car can do up front if we can make it back here later in the race. Oh, so we can hit the wall. That's very good to know. Corey LaJoie is now in the lead of this race, and we see that 5 car. Kyle Larson, who's been dominant all race long. 3 cars now parked out of the race. I just about pit maneuvered the 5 there. I just barely fit that into that gap, and we have still not let a lap. Here we are. If we can just not door ourselves here on the exit. But Kyle Larson making the move on our inside. We cut him off. He's going to make the pass on our outside. There's nothing I could do. I couldn't hop out there to block in time. And the 19 and the 17 will make passes. And we've seen the 17 in contention for the lead multiple times this race. 63 laps to go in stage 2. But we're just losing so much grip. You can see it just mid-turn. Luckily we have the 34 car pushing us here. Oh, is he going to turn me? He is. Okay. We could have liked Blaney. And still no caution. And there we have it. Kyle Larson was the leader at the time of caution. Blaney with a lot of front end damage there. We're going to be the only ones to pit. Oh, and Brandon Godden. Oh, Bush has a very slow restart. But puts us back. And P37, last of the running cars. Ryan Newman, William Byron, and Joey Gase all out. I think it is 10 laps fresher because Newman. We go low on Dillon. We go low on Cody Ware. And in that corner, we made up 7 positions up into P30 now. Matt DiBenedetto, the next car on track. And we go low on Corey LaJoie here. Passing the 7 and the 77 were clear. The 21 and the 15 we are side by side with here. But the 21 will pull out a line and draft with us. Group of Penske Fords now in front of us. We're going to take it 3 wide with them into the corner. And Ricky Stenhouse. Oh, but Kozlowski pulls out in front of Joey. Here we bump Ricky mid-corner. Just a light bump. 3 wide on the backstretch. And this is where we lose a lot of time by going on the low side. If we could just get it clear for us to pull up high, we might be golden, Pony Boy. Kyle Larson leading the field now. And the caution is out. It's from no one in front of us. And we can officially make it on fuel. Tyler Reddick, Corey LaJoie, BJ McLeod, Cody Ware, and Timmy Hill all pitting. We stay out sitting in P21 here. Three cars still parked. I wasn't sure if someone was going to have to park themselves there. Cole Custer in P19. Shoot it low on him. Below him and Keselowski. And maybe even Cindric as we pull. And we're going to get told to stay low as we were going to end up running into Chastain going into this corner. There's that 11 car of Denny Hamlin. I think he's also yet to lead a lap today. But he's been up near the front all day, mostly in the top 10. So his car falling off here with 48 laps left in stage 2, and we cannot make it on fuel.
we're 1 lap short. All these guys around us are like 8 laps short. We want to get up into that top 10. We have speed in the corners. We have to lift there as Bubba cuts down in front of us mid-corner. Racing near the 34, and that's how we wrecked last time. Send it down, 3 wide, entering the corner here. McDowell with a lot of front-end damage. Looks like a rear spoiler was installed on the hood. Side by side with McDowell into turns 3 and 4 now. We were able to clear him and are up into the top 10. Larson 4.3 seconds in front of us now. Denny Hamlin, the next car on track still, and in front of him is David Reagan. That's a surprise. Oh, as we hit the apron and wash up track, and we hit the wall. And the 23 takes the inside from us and moves up into P10. Now the 34 pushing us. We're going to try to go low here on Bubba. He cuts it off, and we tap him. They're going to have about 30 laps of fuel right now. And there's the caution. It will not be green flag pit stops. What we are going to do here is no fuel. Right sides. And we are promoted up, gaining 6 positions into P5 here. That was not the right choice. Everyone else got fuel though. See if everyone else, or if anyone else stuck with only right sides. So our left sides are worn pretty good here, I think. 69 on the left front, 81 on the back left. And we're here with an interesting pack. Reddick, LaJoy, Timmy Hill. And the 4 will follow us. It's a bit of roughing up for earlier in the race. Oh, and we're 3 wide with him and Reddick. We're going to exit on top. We're going to hold, and we 100% have led a lap now. As we turn Harvick into the corner, he's going to... Oh! He slides up track into us and gets turned into Reddick there. So we're now into P2 as Denny Hamlin takes the lead from us. Kyle Busch... Corey LaJoy in 3rd, Kyle Busch 4th, David Reagan 5th, Chris Buescher 6th, Bubba Wallace 7th, Kyle Larson 8th, Brad Keselowski 9th, and Kevin Harvick, one who we turned, is in 10th. Oh, as the 18 passes us on the outside, the Daytona 500 winner. Now front, and the 17 turns us into Larson. And we hold on to it to the most part, only getting 1 second in damage, but we tag some cars as we rejoin the track. And we did bump down into the 17 there, but we are the ones who lost it. Luckily, Larson was there to save us from hitting the wall. And that probably lost him stage 2 there. Oh no, he's still up here in the top 10. We'll tag Buescher there. Little reminder like, yo bro, I've ended a lot of people's day. Remember what I did to your buddy, the 6 car? Literally, last week? Yeah, turned him on the final lap at Daytona. Don't know what happened to him. I forget. But you know what I don't regret? Or I won't forget? Pushing Busch to a Daytona 500 victory. I did wreck out a 4 team member for that. .34 is trying to turn me. What the world? Yeah, that's what you get. You're trying to turn me, bro. I actually didn't do anything to this race. You're the one who's done stuff to me. Why was I not warned about that? Okay, he lost it that time. Now I did something to you. We probably should have pit. I'm trying to get stage points here. You know, I am competing in a championship. We're lucky to not turn ourselves there. So we just dip below the banking. And we go around here, heavy contact with Suarez. We're into the wall. Tyler Reddick pits, and so will we. After huge contact there. Or we just lose it. Just trying my best to steer it out of the corner, but it just won't go with me. 8 laps to go in the stage. Restarting P37, we'll see what we can do with 8 laps going around this field. They check up there, and we take it 3 wide here. And that was really helpful there. So we're almost all the way up into the top 20 again. McDowell. Now Bell and P15, the next car we need to overtake. And here you can see that we just don't have that top 10 speed. And we're going to, after a couple laps, we're going to be able to work our way into a position. But if we had true top 10 speed, we should be getting past these cars a lot easier. Five still leading, but those cars up there are grouping back closer together. Briscoe and Priest, the next cars we need to pass. 0.8 of a second gap to Brad Keselowski and a second 0.2 to Bubba. But now we are closing in on him a bit. But with 1 lap left to go in the stage, it is not looking possible for us. Maybe we can pass Brad. We're not going to be able to catch up to Bubba. He has the second lead over us. With a set of corners to go. And Brad is going to hold on to it too, I believe. Brad Keselowski will hold on to P11 as they come through. Kyle Larson sweeps the stages here in Atlanta. The rest of the stage point finishers are obviously Kyle Larson getting the win, Kevin Harvick in second, Chris Buescher in third, Kyle Busch fourth, Ryan Blaney fifth, Martin Truex Jr. sixth, Danny Hamlin seventh, David Reagan eighth, Austin Dillon ninth, and Bubba Wallace in 10th. Stage 3 now. A lot of drivers switch positions. We gain 1 in the pits. P11 now. Came up just short of stage points, finishing P12 in the second stage. But Kyle Larson has been dominant all race long. Will that convert to a race win in an early lock-in to the playoffs? Yet to be seen. I don't think he held positions. Yeah, no, I believe he fell back in the pit cycle. So we pull up to P3 now. Tyler Reddick leading the race in that number 8 Richard Childress racing car. So we hold off Blaney on the inside. And Chris Buescher passes for the lead. Blaney just has more speed than us. Like I said, we are not a top car. If we can position ourselves good near the end of the race, might be in store for a top 10 finish, but I believe that we are at most P13. So we were fighting there for P12 at the end of the stage. And Brad is just roughing us up. And I left the whole top side open for you if you needed it, Brad. Suarez here with the good run. There's a big gap between us and cars to our rear, but Larson is up into P12 and charging fast. He just has such a fast car here. And he will. So I saw I could have shot up to the top side to try and block, but I don't want to mess up his race. Briscoe's also going to catch us. 14. And you can tell that it's not a super speedway race just by how it is. I was trying to get it to be one. I'll try some stuff out before the next Atlanta race if there is another. There should be another one this season. Caution is out here. And the whole back of the pack will pit. And I can't check if anyone retired. Guess we can look on the pit lane as we pass by. I don't think I see 4 cars. Maybe we do. But I think there's still only 3 cars down there. Yes, there is. 3 cars out of the race. And we're good on restarts, like I've said. We're able to fight for positions that we shouldn't really be able to with our speed. Reddick's also fallen back from the start, and Bush will give us a push. Oh, and Priest was in the wall, and everyone will be pitting here. Oh, and our tires are kind of low. Wow. Everyone will be pitting other than those who pit on the last caution. We lose 3 spots there as 3 cars did not pit. And another car with a failure. 4 cars out of the race, and we'll see who that is on the next caution. We take some positions here. And with slower cars up front, this is what is helping us. And with fresh tires, Cody Ware up here, Davidson up here, or Davison. Kurt Busch in second. Off strategy, I believe. We tag him a bit. And Blaney will take P3 from us. Denny Hamlin now getting the draft off us. He's going to be the next car to pass us. He brings Bubba with him, who's now giving us pressure, but not near as much as I thought he was going to be, as he's in a battle with Busch, but Busch overtakes him. Now getting a push from the 4 car. He just used that to keep us down low. And we get bumped out of the way by Larson. Him and Truex go around us. Fall down to 9th. David Reagan did not take a line that he likes to take there. Oh, and the caution is out. As Kyle Larson got up into P3. Kurt Busch now pitting, along with a whole group of cars, and out is Brad Keselowski. Come to the restart now. Another chance for us to show that we shine on restarts. Our right front is down to 65% already. 68 laps remaining. Man, this track is just chewing up tires. See why they had to remodel it. And we'll see if we can gain anything on this back straightaway, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. None of those slower cars holding them back. Might gain 1 position. Oh! 34! Trying to shoot it up on our inside. We'll get a bit of a push from him. Especially when I go down on that apron. Side by side now, going into turns 1 and 2 again with the 34, and we will take it from him through the corner. And his teammate of David Reagan now pushing us. Once it gets down to about this level, you can sort of tell that I don't have the grip on that bottom lane anymore. Not able to hug that yellow line near as much as I'd like until the end of that corner. And we're going to turn David Reagan. So he slides. Everyone is pitting here. Once again, oh, and we have contact with David Reagan after the caution. Or was that Ryan Preece? Grouper Carr's not pitting there, kind of surprising me. And Chase Briscoe's also out of the race. Wow, cars on cars on cars not finishing this race. 5 cars are already out. William Byron, Joey Gates, Ryan Newman, Brad Kozlowski, and now Chase Briscoe. Engine failures, big wrecks, I don't know. And I did not pit there like I wanted to. This is the second time this race that this has happened. 61 laps remain now. You have 35 laps of fuel. And we have a decent sized pack between us and the actual leaders. It was 4/10 to Tyler Reddick. Kyle Larson up into P5 now. Ooh, and we wash up into the wall again. And that is not what we wanted to see as Larson takes P2. And we see him getting closer every single second. He gains about a 10th on us. And Larson will pass us here on the outside. Oh, I tag him a bit there in the corner. We're just losing it here. Tire down to 30%. Caution is out. Tyler Reddick will pit. Bunch of other cars pitting as well. And we will pit ourselves. But that makes it so we have enough fuel now to make it to the end. We lose 23 positions on that pit stop. I'm sure we had a fair amount of right side damage there. Starting this far back in the pack, I wouldn't be surprised to see them get all bunched up here. And we know we're faster than these cars, and we have better tires than the cars up there in the top 10, who are all going to have to pit again. We are going to be unable to get that draft off of Preece, and we'll just file in behind Suarez. Trying to use that draft. It's hard to stay in it here, though. Getting a run here on Suarez. Austin Dillon and Michael McDowell up ahead of us now. We're side by side with Suarez. Another Ford. And now we pass Dillon in the corner, and we pass Michael McDowell to get up to P10. So brush the wall there and give Dylan a chance to catch back up. He gives us a push through the corner. He's going to look to set us to set himself up. He tries to turn us, but he is not quite successful. We get him back there and get him loose. Oh, and we turn him. And just about everyone will pit. And like I said, since it's not green flags, we are going to pit with him. Tyler Reddick, the farthest car up, not actually going to pit. Whole group of cars not going to pit. And a bunch of cars a lap down now. And getting free passes, we are up in a P19, or back in a P19 after our pit stops. Tyler Reddick leads the field. Now we have a chance to get positions on a lot of good cars with slower cars up ahead. And this is Buescher's chance to gain vital positions here. So we've made our final pit stops. Here as Bubba's giving us a push down on the inside of Kyle Larson. Austin Dillon still leading the race. And Reddick's going to leave the high lane open for Larson. And Bubba's going to spin us. Ooh, we're able to keep it out of the wall. And no caution will fly. Oh, maybe one will. Yep. I'm guessing one will now. No, still no caution. So we fall down to P18 after Bubba spins us on the apron. We've lost so much ground. So much good speed. Just burnt out of our tires there. Corner by Bubba, who's just forcing us low, and it was right around there. And the caution is out. And Dillon and Busch are going to be sitting ducks to Kyle Larson. And no one pits. I cannot tell who caused the caution. But if no one's pitting, does that mean it is another failure and we will not have a pit stop here? No matter how much I want to do it, just doesn't make logistical sense. So we were brought up to these cars who had a gap on us. And if we were going to be able to get our way to the bottom lane here somehow for this first turn, we might have a chance. And it does kind of look like there's another car on pit road. Could we have 6 mechanical failures? Or 6 failures this race? Buescher is back here in P18, who's looking so strong and has just been locked to the back of this field. So he's going to sit in on the inside of Cindric and Kurt Busch. And the 3 still leads. But you see and McDowell with a good solid gap over us with 4 laps remaining. 1 second gap over us, Ryan Preece. We have a 1.6 second gap over. Our tires starting to wear out, and you can see there as we start to drift up track in the corners. Still 1 lap left to go. We are in P12 as the white flag flies for us. Larson halfway through his final lap. Rounding the final set of turns now for Kyle Larson as we exit. Kyle Larson is your race winner. Here's we exit the final turn. McDowell crossed the line for P11. We cross the line for P12 here in Atlanta. And yeah, we do not have... Yeah, this only goes back to lap 94. It's near the end of stage 1. But I don't think it has that flip. So I think we sort of ran here to the end of the stage. No cautions really to review. We are not even tracking our own car. We're tracking the 3 car. We're back in P12. Yeah, we're back in P12. This is not our car, bro. Maybe we're going to get to see what happened on that final restart. I guess is going to be the only good part about this. We're going to have to go back about like 20 laps. Man, he just ran away with that fast. That car has to be illegal, bro. Okay. I guess I'll get this. Was that final restart where Larson just passes Busch right away. Dillon leads the lap and Larson shoots it up on the inside. And Dillon falls back. And he'll finish P7. Kyle Larson winning both stages and getting the race win with a 3-second gap over second place of Kyle Busch. Martin Truex Jr. in third, Ryan Blaney in fourth, Chris Buescher in fifth, Harvick sixth, Dillon seventh, Hamlin eighth, Reagan ninth, and Bubba Wallace in 10th, McDowell 11th, ourselves 12th, Priest 13th, Suarez 14th, Eric Jones 15th, Cole Custer 16th, Tyler Reddick 17th, Justin Haley 18th, Alex Bowman 19th, and Kurt Busch 20th. 21st, Christopher Bell. 22nd, Chase Elliott. 23rd, Matt DiBenedetto. 24th, Austin Cindric. 25th, Corey LaJoie. 26th, Ross Chastain. 27th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 28th, Joey Logano. 29th, BJ McLeod. 30th, Timmy Hill. 31st, Brandon Gaudin. And then your lapped cars. James Davison finished 32nd, 1 lap down. Cody Ware 33rd. Ty Dillon 34th. Those are it for your lapped cars. Eric Almirola out by 16 laps with a failure. Chase Briscoe out by 72 laps. Brad Keselowski out by 90, also with a failure. Ryan Newman out by 184 laps with a failure. Joey Gase out by 268 laps with a failure. And William Byron was the first car out, finishing 40th, out by 314 laps with a failure. We're in P5 in the standings. Kyle Busch still holds on to the points lead with 101 points. About a 23-point gap now for Kyle Busch. Kyle Larson set a 30.005 as the fastest lap. He led 135 laps today. Larson started 40th and finished first. William Byron started first, finished 40th. So an interesting day for the Hendrick cars. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe and come back next episode where we are racing at Road America. It's a 50-lap race. And here are your season standings. We are in P5 in the championship. And currently in the playoffs, Joey Logano is in, tied with Austin Cindric, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 1 point out. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And like I said, come back next Friday for our race at Road America. Thank you all, and goodbye.